Up and down against the top teams. They've lost to number one Regis a couple weeks ago, but beat Cherry Creek a week ago. And they haven't faced really too many strong teams lately. The Jaguars only came a few games back to Highlands Ranch High School. So, Ryan, what do you think of the keys to the game tonight?
Well, for Mountain Vista, I think we have to stay on offense as much as possible. We have a strong defense, but they tire out easily. I think we'll get to that also with Canyon's key to the game. And then we also have to prevent shots from right outside the crease. Those are really hard to defend, even with such a talented goalie as Jonah Hirschhorn. And that's kind of been our downfall throughout the season, even though we've only racked up 2 losses so far. As for Canyon, they have to keep the ball away from our top scorers. That includes Jake Govett and Cam Hancock. They got to win the faceoffs too. Vista's really struggling so far this year on transition after the faceoff, and that's where a lot of goals against have come from. And then going back to Vista's defense, just Canyon has to keep up offensive pressure. Vista's defense doesn't really have a lot of endurance, and if they can kind of exploit that weakness we have, I think this game could definitely go in the way of Canyon, but really can go either way. There's a lot of really talented players on either team.
Yeah, and really when you talk about talented players, I mean, kind of a big piece that's been missing for Mountain Vista in Ryan Nunes is finally returning in this game.
Right.
We'll kind of see how much he plays, really. He's, playing with the injury still. So really, we're looking for him to make a big impact on the offense, try and keep that ball on the offensive side of the zone a little more. Taking the face off tonight for Mountain Vista's Joe Currington. In the absence of Landon Nolta. Currington still chasing the face-off, and Vista finally gains control. Working back with it towards the clear. John Hirschhorn has it now.
This is the farthest he's run in his whole life.
Being a goalie, you don't really come out of net too much. Vista taking the ball onto the Canyon side of the field now. Jack McFarland with it. Bongine and McFarland going back and forth here. Gives it to Hancock on the far sideline.
I noticed Bonji's not using that long stick this game.
We've seen that a little more from him this year. Last year being the long stick mid, they really haven't used that long stick midfielder too much. Shot just goes off the body there. And it will be Vista ball. Jack Thompson with a good save there from net. Jake Govett gives it to Jake Ward behind the net. The freshman that had an outstanding game versus Regis with 4 goals and 3 assists.
Ward, especially for his size, a really talented player.
Shot coming in there from Jack McFarland. Missed. It was a good shot attempt.
That's Ryan Nunes with it.
Nunes wearing the number 2, usually wears 14. Vista been kind of rotating that number 2 jersey around as it was Jake Hermans. And just kind of their player of the week, I guess you could call it, has been wearing number 2. Shot goes in there from Griffin Bongine to make it a 1-0 game. Vista on top early.
Is that less than 2 minutes in? Vista's already scored. I think that's exactly what they were looking to do, come out really strong and fast on offense.
And their passing in that possession was so clean. They didn't have a missed pass or a dropped ball. Really kind of almost a flawless possession, I'd say.
Yeah, I was going to say that Canyon's defense is looking a little lazy, but I think it's more that Vista's passing is just so immaculate so far. It's early, though.
Don't want to jinx it. Currington out for the face-off again for Mountain Vista. Ball on the ground picked up by Aiden Urali. Urali looking to get the offense set up here. Gives it off to Thompson. Canyon making their substitutions after the face-off to get their offensive unit on the field. Landis with the ball now. Back to Thompson. Thompson going to try and drive this one inside. Shut down pretty quickly there by Jack Lindauer.
Good defensive pressure there.
Didn't let him get in too far inside on that one. Adele with it to Thompson. Naylor outrunning his defender. Adele barely catches that one, and that one just goes wide to the left. Canyon maintains possession, though. Rimkus with it. Gives it back to Adele. Adele with it again. Making some good pressure now. Shot just goes wide. I think it went off the post, actually. Vista catches a break on that one.
But Canyon retains possession.
Duncan Cross allowed Edel to get inside and had a pretty good shot attempt there. Just went wide. Landis. Naylor with it. Drops and goes out of bounds. So good job by Vista on defense to really not allow too many good shots there. They'll take over now. 8:30 left in the first.
I think the Jaguars are looking a little confused on offense. Maybe their plan's not working.
It seemed like they kept trying to get it to the midfield and then try and work something inside, but eventually just kind of had to dump it off behind and then reset.
Right, they were sitting behind the goal for a really long time. And then every time they kind of got back in front of the goal, they'd run all the way back almost to the middle. Not a very efficient attack strategy, I think.
We'll see if they stick with it as Jack McFarland tries to drive this one inside. Gives it across to Jake Ward. Hancock now with the shot.
Ooh.
Rips it and goes, I think it just went just wide, actually. Really had some open room there to just kind of let one fly.
Cam Hancock is the top scorer so far for Mountain Vista. I think he's got like 21 goals. Yeah, 21 goals coming into this game.
Hancock with it again. Gets knocked down, but somehow maintains possession there. Nunes drops one, but picks it back up. Now Bonjean with it. Bonjean going to try and work inside. Bonjean again! Griffin Bonjean making his own moves there, drives one inside and puts it in the upper 90.
I don't know what to say. Canyon's defense just fell apart on that attack.
I mean, Bonjean just kind of lowered his shoulder and just kind of ran right through the whole defense there.
Yeah, he was pretty much uncontested. I don't think he even got hit. Score now 2-0 with about 7.5 minutes to go in this first quarter.
That possession wasn't quite as clean for Mountain Vista, but I think it still worked out in the end.
Worked out.
Joe Currington loses this face-off pretty decidedly. So now Urali's going to try and take it down. Just kind of throws it up to himself and loses control.
No one knows where the ball is. And it flies out, and Gubbett takes possession.
And now Vista's got a little bit of an advantage. Jake Ward running down the far sideline.
2-on-3.
Cuts it inside. Falling down, Jake Ward. What a goal by Jake Ward.
Well, we were talking about him earlier.
Wow. Tripped and fell down and made the shot.
Wow.
I thought that was going to go the other way there for Canyon.
I know.
It looked like they had a strong possession there coming out of the face-off, and then Urali decided to try and throw it to himself, and just didn't work out in the end.
So freshman Jake Ward takes his 5th goal of the season. We were talking about him earlier. He kind of surprises you because of his size.
Yeah, he's a little kid, but I mean, really, he has some great handles and a lot of good speed there.
Actually, before the broadcast, we were comparing him to our own Cam Hancock as well.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's got a lot of the similar kind of play style and the same body type where they're both really, really fast and kind of shorter and smaller kids.
They can slip through the cracks.
Yeah, and I mean, really, both of them just – Cam Hancock more developed it later in his career, and it seems like Jake Ward's trying to do the same where they just get those quick shots off.
Well, just a really athletic play, too. Trip and fall and still send that to the back of the net. So quickly, 22 seconds later, 3-0.
I mean, Canyon already called a timeout. Probably a good decision there.
Yeah.
From Coach John Gallant. His team kind of was starting to slip apart a little bit, I'd say.
They need to win this face-off, and not only win the face-off, but
keep
the
possession,
ball.
yeah. Don't try and throw it to yourself again.
Yeah, that's not really a good plan. I've never played lacrosse before, but even I know you're supposed to find another teammate when you make
Try
a pass.
and pass the ball, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good thing they don't have the double dribble rule like basketball, I guess. Raleigh wins the face-off again. Ball still on the ground, though.
Oh.
Looked like Jack McFarland got checked down, so it'll be Vista possession.
I think Currington
McFarland trying to work quick here.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to catch
Down the
Canyon
field.
off guard. They were making some subs and weren't quite ready.
Oh, missed pass there. The first of the game, I think, for Mountain Vista.
And that pass was going from Jack McFarland to Cam Brown. It seemed like it was kind of a little fault on both ends.
As I was saying a little before, I think Joe Currington just doesn't have the same experience, certainly that Landon Nolta has, with Nolta starting in the face-off position. How many years?
4 years.
Whoa.
Wow! It was the
That looked
long
like
pole defenseman, Cooper McNeely, that came all the way down the field and launched one way over the parking lot, I'm pretty sure.
He pulled up and took a shot that I would probably take if I tried to use the long stick.
I don't even know where that ball landed or if it even has landed.
Yeah, it's probably still in the air.
Brett Wilson now on the field for Rock Canyon. Holding possession, Jack McFarland working against him. Canyon cuts inside, nearly loses possession. Wilson just kind of with a interesting, I don't know if it was a pass or a shot. It's kind of in the middle of no man's land there.
And Canyon again's kind of getting stuck behind the goal.
Yeah, it seems like anything that they're trying to do on offense just keeps not working. Jack McFarland with a huge hit. Referee's going to put his arm up and call a penalty, and Jack McFarland just absolutely ran over Barrett Wilson.
Oh my God! Barrett's still on the ground. That can't feel good.
Pulled his helmet off. They might take him into the concussion protocol here. I mean, Jack McFarland, the ball was on the ground and just didn't even look at the ball and just went right for Barrett Wilson.
Call the coroner. What? The coroner. Oh. It's like, which corner? Coroner? The coroner. You're live. Jesus Christ. Oh, okay.
Wilson now up and walking off the field on his own power.
That's good to see. Hopefully he's not too, I don't know, hopefully he's just a little shaken up and he'll come back.
Just a little gaster. So with 5:21 left, Rock Canyon will get possession. Vista does not get the man down penalty.
Hey.
Johnny Schabacher with it. Adele with it. Circling behind now. Simon May working on him. Now they're double teaming him behind the net. May and Cross. May kind of lost his footing there, and really I think if May didn't lose his footing, Adele was in a lot of trouble there.
Yeah.
Jackson Naylor with it. Jack McFarland working on him again. Good aggressive defense from McFarland. Shot goes wide to the left. Edo with it to start for Canyon. Passes it over to Jeffrey Thompson. Thompson back to the top to Jackson Naylor. Naylor working against McFarlane again. McFarlane really just
He's getting
bullying
physical today.
him right now. Thompson with it. Gets around his defender. Shot goes low and
Good
good
block
save
from
by
Jonah
Jonah Hirschhorn. It was a good shot attempt there from Jeffrey Thompson. Shook Chris Perrell, and Jonah Hirschhorn made a great save on it.
That boy's running all the way out there.
Rumbling,
What's he
bumbling, and
doing?
stumbling. Now Hancock has the ball, and Canyon doesn't even realize. Jake Ward with it. And whistle blown. Not sure what the
I can't
penalty
tell what
is.
happened either.
Yeah.
But Canyon's got the
Yeah.
ball.
That's all we know.
Maybe I'm not the best guy to do color for a lacrosse broadcast.
I mean, hey, if I lost the ball too, I think it makes two of us. Landis with the ball, just kind of dancing in circles there. DJ Surdock on him.
Promise tomorrow.
He dealt with it, nearly goes over his head. Made a good catch though. Gets around Duncan Cross.
Uh-oh.
Oh, point blank shot right there.
There's those shots in the crease that we were talking about before the game. That is Vista's downfall. If Canyon keeps exploiting that, Vista could lose this lead pretty fast.
Really, I think that goal showed a lot there because Duncan Cross got burned earlier, and he just got absolutely burned again.
Yeah. Well, now 3 minutes, 10 seconds to go in this first quarter. Jaguars are on the board. Score now 3-1.
Currington and Urali back out again for Vista and Canyon on the face-off.
Oh. Currington tried to do
Yeah.
the same thing. Little pass to himself.
Govett playing some good defense there on the offensive side of things. Edel drops it, May chasing after
Hey.
him. Ball still on the ground. Rimkus with it. Working against Duncan Cross. Gives it over to Jake Thompson. Rimkus with it again back in the corner. Seems like Canyon didn't quite see what they wanted, so they just reset on that one. DJ Surdock now putting down a little bit of pressure on Barrett Wilson. Good to see Barrett Wilson back on the field.
He's all right.
Good defense here from Vista, really just not letting him get anywhere close to the net. Seems like whatever
Ooh.
Canyon's looking for didn't get it. Now it goes into the offensive zone for Vista. It'll be an over and back, I believe, is what they ruled it, so it'll be Mountain Vista ball. Or no, it'll be,
Yes.
or yes, it is Vista ball. It seemed like the referee signaled Canyon and then changed his mind almost. Bonjean with it. Jake Barrett. I'm sorry, not
That's
Jake Barrett,
Ward.
Jake Ward.
Yep.
Wrong sport. Jack McFarlane now. McFarlane going to take a shot, misses wide to the right.
McFarlane's been all over the field today.
Playing really some pretty good
Every
offense and
position.
defense, yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if he racks up a couple saves today.
Seems like he's almost the kid where he just says, "Put me in, coach," after every play. Jay Govett with it behind the net.
I think Canyon's doing a better job than they were earlier in this quarter.
Yeah, it seems like they've figured out the Mountain Vista attack a little more now.
They're limiting their options.
Bonjean with it now. Tries to create some space.
Ooh, that was
Tries
a good
bounce
idea.
shot, yeah. Who puts that bounce 2 or 3 feet closer to the net, and it's got a
Right.
legitimate chance to go in. Vista keeps possession, so Jake Govett will start with it. Going right at his defender, gets a pick from Jack McFarlane.
Oh.
And drop pass there from
That doesn't
Has to
happen
be
too much.
Bonjean, yeah. Especially with an experienced player like Bonjean. Hancock back with it now. Gets a pick from Jake Ward. Doesn't see anything, so we'll pass it behind the net to Jack
Definitely
McFarland.
looking at one of those outside shots that he's known for.
McFarland with the
McFarland.
turnaround scores now. Jack McFarland doing it all today. He's got his first on the day, and it brings the Vista lead back up to 3.
18 seconds to go in this first quarter.
It seemed like Vista kept trying that same plan there. They would give it to Hancock. He'd run down the far sideline and look for something. Just nothing was happening, so then he would pass it to McFarland. McFarland just kind of pushed his way in there and had a good turnaround goal.
Right, the difference between Vista and Canyon so far is their ability to make shots, really. Canyon has had very few shots so far.
Ball still on the ground here, fighting for possession. DJ Surdock finally picks it up for Mountain Vista.
Less than 10 seconds to go. They're going to try to make a shot before the end.
And it's inside.
Oh.
Shot no good. Ooh, it was Palin Brooks with the long stick. So they have 1 second left. Fired into nowhere. So at the end of the first quarter, Mountain Vista is up 4-1 against the Jaguars.
That is what we like to see.
Really, I think kind of not really what I was expecting from this game. I was expecting it to be much tighter. And really, Vista's just kind of controlled this whole thing except for the one Jaguar goal.
I know it's already early in the game, but it'll be interesting to see as the game progresses and if Vista keeps up this real aggressive offense that they've shown. If Canyon's going to have the same problem that Vista does on defense with guys just getting tired, and if that happens, I think Vista could run away with this game. With that being said, though, Jaguars are definitely not out of it at this point.
No, and I think really if the Jaguars want to get back into it, I mean, not only has the Vista on offense been playing really aggressive, but on defense they've been playing very physical.
Right.
And really just knocking around all these Rock Canyon players, and it seems like Canyon's almost afraid to try and push something inside.
I would definitely be afraid of Jack McFarland.
Yeah, he's really
He's a big
poor,
boy.
poor Barrett Wilson has really gotten the brunt of it.
Also, I think Canyon has to kind of change up their strategy on attack. They just seem to get stuck behind the goal, not finding any passing opportunities. They're not passing quick enough, I think.
Yeah, it seems like, I think what you were saying is right there, Ryan. It's like they get stuck behind the goal and then they try and fling it to midfield to get something started and then just throw it back behind the net. So it's like whatever they're looking for just isn't working, and it seems like they haven't really wanted to adjust yet.
That can be a problem at any level of play, is not wanting to stray from your plan, even if it's not working.
Currington and Urali back out on the face-off. Currington wins this one, picks it up,
Oh.
it gets just taken right from him, and that was almost dangerous. Ward and Nunes were both right by that
I
one with
think
no one around.
Vista had a luckier bounce. That was a nice
Wow.
interception there. We don't see that too often.
That was Tanner Stopkowski making that interception. That was the hey mom look what I found play, I think.
Yeah, just landed in his stick.
Jackson Naylor with it. Rimkus working behind the net now for Canyon. Got Duncan Cross on him. Now it's Jeffrey Thompson, the older brother of the two Thompson brothers.
Are they twins?
No, I don't believe they are twins.
I thought they were both seniors.
Or yes, they're. Well, there's actually three Thompsons on the team.
3 Thompson boys.
Jeffrey Thompson and Jake Thompson are both seniors. And then you have Jack Thompson. He's a junior and is a net. So I couldn't really tell you the story there.
We are not Vista Rock Canyon students. We just learned these names a couple hours ago.
Less than that even.
Less than that. We don't even know their names, most of them.
Jake Ward
Ward
with it.
with a
Spins
spin
it.
move.
Wow! Jake Ward again with an incredible goal. The great spin move right next to the net.
He's kind of left me speechless. I don't know what to say about Jake Ward
I
so far,
know.
other than he is really impressive, making some just kind of miracle shots.
Yeah. I mean, his first shot was the laying down, fling it
Getting
in.
tripped.
And that one was just the spin move.
Such a nice move.
Put it right on the 5-hole of Jack Thompson.
Yeah. Wow. Well, just a minute and a half into the second quarter, Vista now up 5-1.
Ground ball again. Chris Perella trying to pick it up for Vista. Both
Hey
teams
now.
still fighting for possession.
Up.
Raleigh can't pick it up.
No!
Oh, and there's Jack McFarland again.
McFarland coming off of the sideline
Just
and
ran over Jordan wow, I can't talk even.
Lacombe.
Lacombe.
That's
Just right off the sideline. McFarland was looking for some blood, I think.
I think he's always looking for blood. He's always trying to get an excuse to just lay
Lay
someone
someone
out.
out.
It's good to have that kind of guy
Yeah,
on the team.
good to have some aggression.
And he scored today.
Oh, this
but he
time he
got
gets
passed
burned,
up.
and then the shot goes wide.
We were talking about how good he is.
And then Jonathan Landis just ran right past him. Didn't even really put a move on.
Not a very good shot either, but Canyon keeps the ball.
Rimkus with it. Gets it inside, and
Oh.
that shot from Eden. Pretty
Vista's-
easy.
Yeah, Vista's defense just was not even paying attention there, I think.
I think the problem yet again was that Duncan Cross got burned. He gave Rimkus a little bit too much room, I think, to
Yep.
run.
It was a really nice pass, too.
Hmm.
I think what Vista does so well, not on that possession there, but in general, Vista does a really good job of putting guys down by the net and preventing a lot of those shots where you kind of just run around from behind the goal. But that did not happen there, and Jaguars score once again. Score now 5-2 with 9.5 minutes to go.
And so looks like Canyon will get possession here off the face-off.
McFarland chasing him down again like an angry rhinoceros.
Didn't know we were going to the zoo today.
You could say he came flying down like a macaw.
Rimkus with it behind the net. Duncan Cross working with him.
I think 33.
Thompson with it now. Thompson trying to make a move on DJ Surdock. Surdock falls down. Thompson gets a shot. Good save, Jonah Hirschhorn. Hirschhorn with now his third save of the game. Gets a clear down
Hey
to
now.
Surdock, who just drops the ball.
Sardak's probably still thinking about how
Oh,
much
he
of a
got
dirty
burned,
move.
yeah.
Yeah.
And now Rimkus with it.
Anyone want to play defense for Mountain Vista right now?
Defense was still at the midfield. Jackson Naylor with it. Gives it to Wilson, back to Naylor.
I kind of think they should have taken a shot there.
Yeah.
But they reset.
Rimkus kind of slowed it down.
Hey!
And there's McFarland again. Naylor wanted a penalty on that one, didn't get it.
McFarland is riding that very fine line.
And so now Vista's got a 4-on-3 chance here.
Oh!
Surdock inside just gets knocked over. And they'll throw a flag on that one.
Surdock has been a little unlucky so far.
Yes.
But he gets that penalty.
So Canyon actually tries to put the heat down a little bit, and Cooper McNeely gets the flag thrown on him. So now Rock Canyon will go man down.
I think especially after that hit right from McFarland, just 10 seconds later, Canyon gets that. They want a slice of the pie,
Yeah.
and they get the flag
Get the
called.
flag
That's
for
got to
it.
be a little frustrating.
I mean, you can hit people all you want, but it still has to be legal.
Vista playing catch now.
Doing the kind of the
Just a little-
clockwise passing.
Yes, it's just a little pregame warm-up.
Yeah.
And a shot from Jack McFarland. Goes
Wide to the left.
Wide left.
Different kind of offensive mindset.
I think that's the hypnotized strategy. You just send
You
it
just
in a
keep
circle
going,
so
and
many
they
times.
eventually just get dizzy.
Yeah.
McFarland with it over to Nunes. Nunes thought about taking a shot, pulled it back. McFarland again. Hancock now going to take one. You got a stick whacked on that one by our Canyon defenseman. It was 22 Brad Hansen on the defense. McFarland drops one now.
I think it is the
Yeah,
hypnotized.
I'm
getting
pretty sure.
hypnotized.
Hancock now with the shot. Gets blocked by Thompson. Ball on the ground. Still fighting for it. And Jack Thompson with a good save. Pass not completed, though.
Oh. And there's a fight for the ball.
Duncan Cross got knocked over on that one. And now
Hey.
Simon May picks it up.
Oh!
May gets knocked but maintains possession.
May's actually one of our most talented defenders.
Really, I think one of the most talented athletes in the school.
Yeah, absolutely. Great basketball player as well.
Jack McFarland with it now.
Vista right now is kind of reminding me of that kid in pickup basketball who knows how to dribble really well. And he like goes between the legs and stuff, and you're like, wow.
And then he pulls up for the shot and misses.
Yeah, just totally missed it.
Came Hancock trying to drive inside. Ooh, that was almost a good play there.
Govett thought he had it there.
So now Joe Currington trying to go after Jack Thompson a little.
Hey now.
Nunes thought about it. Now Bonjean tries to do it. Nothing going
Kind
though.
of half-hearted check there.
Yeah. Might have been for the best. So Canyon will make their substitutions for offense. Barrett Wilson with the ball now. Rimkiss with it now on the near sideline. Back up top to Landis. Landis takes a shot. Now good save, Jonah Hirschhorn again.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, ball was kind of going on the ground.
Was that Cross? I couldn't tell who it was, but he tried to just give it right back.
Oh, ball's on the ground again now. Jake Ward did the same thing. Oh! Big hit by Barrett Wilson on Jake Ward.
I can't get my thoughts
Man.
together right now.
This game is just going so fast all of a sudden in the second here.
Lacrosse is actually interesting.
Would have never guessed. And
Jake Ward misses that pass. And
says,
it'll be
my
ball.
bad there to his counterpart, Jake Govett. Govett's got to remember Ward's a little bit of a shorter player here.
Yes, Ward can make no
Ward
mistakes.
It's never the freshman's fault. So Canyon crossing now into the Vista side of things. Thompson with it. Jeffrey Thompson, to be exact, out of the three.
Yes, gotta make that clear.
It's hard to keep all your Thompsons in order sometimes.
That's what my grandma always said. Keep your Thompsons in order.
Naylor with it. Naylor falls
hey now.
down.
Is this Disney on Ice?
Edel with it, working behind the net. It's got Simon May on him. May lays the hammer. Knocks Edel to the ground.
It was a good idea on the pass, but some good Vista defense prevented that shot.
A little hard to make a pass when you got a guy jumping on your back like May was. Bonjean gets a strip. Schaubecker picks it back up, though. Nalen drops the pass. Now you got Powell and Brooks working against you. That shot goes
Whoa,
wide.
I lost the ball there.
And there's a flag down. Not quite sure what the penalty was.
I don't know the
We'll
referee
see.
motions in lacrosse.
I believe it's slashing.
Hand movements, not sure what they are. Is he practicing the sign language? We don't know. Yeah, I'll let you know when we get to yellow.
Hey, you're right.
Mm.
Wow.
So now Canyon with a opportunity here, going with man up. Rimkus with it.
This is Canyon's best opportunity to score they've had so far.
Seems like Canyon's almost going with the dizzying technique a little bit here. Just doing that
pass it around.
circular.
Maybe it's just no one wants to shoot.
And they have Jake Likes, interesting name for you, kind of set up right on top of Jonah Hirschhorn, almost kind of screening him. No shots yet attempted for Rock Canyon in this man-up advantage.
Hey, now.
Ball on the ground, fighting for possession. Eden, oh my, what a save, Jonah Hirschhorn.
That was an
Wow.
amazing save off the stick from Jonah Hirschhorn.
Vista with the penalty kill now with 2:30 left. So we'll have 6-on-6 lacrosse again for you. McFarland fighting for the ball. Jeffrey Thompson picks it up. Jackson Naylor with it, working against McFarland. McFarland slips and falls down.
I think most of my commentary is just
Reacting
to
to
people falling over.
the Jack Lindauer working some defense on him. Rimkus with it. Just under 2 minutes left now in the second. Ooh, working fast. It looked like Reese Evans was cooking for another check there. Jackson Naylor with it. Minute 30 left now. Canyon really still struggling to find any room to put a shot on. Falls down now. Jack Lindauer somehow keeps possession though.
Canyon's just been living on the outskirts. Not
And
really confident enough to take any shots.
didn't even take shots or anything. So we have a minute 15 left. Timeout called. I believe Rock Canyon kind of talk things over offensively and figure something out.
What are you guys doing?
It just seemed like they were kind of just playing a game of catch with each other almost. I mean, no one really was trying to make a move inside or anything.
Object of the game is to get the ball into the net. And they're not even trying to do that.
No.
They're playing a different game.
Still 5-2. I mean,
Vista hasn't even been playing like exceptional defense so far.
they've been playing solid defense enough to where they're keeping them outside of the crease, but I think really they kind of just look even better than they are just because Canyon hasn't tried to force themselves inside or anything.
Exactly.
I mean, like we said at the last halftime, really if Canyon wants to get into this, they need to not be afraid of getting knocked down or anything, and they just kind of stay outside.
Well, they had the ball for a solid like 2 or 3 minutes there. They
More than that, I would think even.
Wasted their penalty. I don't even think. Well,
I don't think they took a shot on goal even.
They had that one shot on goal blocked by Jonah.
But that was after a ground ball and just kind of had some free room.
Right, just not much really going on.
No.
I'm sure that's what they talked over on this timeout. Minute 14 to go in this half.
Sun's starting to set and starting to glare us right in the face here.
That always happens.
The disadvantage of Shea Stadium, I think we should name it. So Canyon will start with the ball again. It'll be Jonathan Landis trying to find some room inside. Reese Evans playing some good defense to keep him out.
Good defense.
Edel with it behind the net. Makes a move around DJ Surdock. They got a chance, but passed it away, and it'll be Vista possession. They had the chance there, and he just threw it away.
Vista's got 42 seconds to make something happen on offense. First time they've been on offense for a long time, actually.
Yeah.
But
It's good for them, though, because their offensive legs will be nice and rested.
it's true. Give their defense a chance to rest as well because, like we said earlier, they don't have the best endurance, but they really haven't been contested too much so
No.
far. Canyon takes over.
Jack Lindauer trying to keep him away, give his midfielders time to get down there. Canyon making their substitutions for offense. They got Jonathan Landis coming down with 13 seconds left. Picked up now.
Vista's
And
got a
it'll be
chance.
Griffin Bonjean running down the field. He'll pass it off to
Oh!
Ryan Nunes with 5 seconds left. Flips it inside to Jake Govett. Shot blocked by Thompson. Ball on the ground and nothing going there. Great save there by Jack Thompson right at the end of the half.
It's so hard to defend that shot right there, and he did a great job.
So at the end of the half, at the end of the second period, I guess. Not really sure
It's
what I'm
the
trying to
half.
say here. Mountain Vista leading 5-2. And we will join you back with a minute or two left in the halftime for the first game or for the first half recap and a look ahead. All right, we got about 2 minutes left here in halftime. Vista's still leading 5-2.
They're
so
still leading after
it's
halftime?
Crazy that they're still leading after halftime. And so, Ryan, what do you think Vista has done well and needs to keep doing in this game to stay on top?
Well, I don't know. We didn't score as much in the second quarter. Two times.
Two
compared to
times,
three, but
yeah.
Especially in the second half of that second quarter, not much was going on offense for Vista. But I think that does mean that we'll have fresh legs coming out on offense. What they did really well was they started off aggressive. They scored early. They scored consistently. And on defense, they're pretty solid. It's kind of more a testament to how lazy, I don't want to use the word lazy, but kind of lazy the attack from the Jaguars has been so far. I'm sure that's something that they're going to be trying to work on coming out of halftime.
Yeah, and I mean, definitely just kind of emphasizing what you said, Canyon has looked very lackadaisical on offense.
Ooh,
I mean,
nice word.
Thank you. Really, they're just kind of passing the ball around, not really trying anything too risky. It seems like they're kind of just concerned with possession more than actual shots.
Right. I mean, it's still important to keep possession and pass well and do all that, but it doesn't matter when you're not scoring.
No. Or even putting shots on.
Yeah. That's something actually coming into this game that we were looking at when we were looking at both teams' stats was Vista takes more shots and they make more shots. I think if, Rock Canyon really has some talented people on their offense, but they're just not letting them take shots for whatever reason. We'll see if they change that.
I mean, we got to still, I think, give credit to the Mountain Vista defense, just really not letting them have anything too easy, playing very physical defense, too. I mean, really something we haven't really seen as much of in this season.
You guys made fun of me over halftime for calling Jack McFarland a rhino, but I'm going to stick with that. He's an angry rhino.
So we'll call him Jack the Angry Rhino McFarland. We'll ink that one in on Max Preps for you.
So Rock Canyon takes possession.
Jackson nailing with it. He's got Palin Brooks on him. Gets around Brooks. Gets a little room to run. Takes the shot. Goes just wide to the left. That was a good job from Jackson Nayland trying to create some space for himself to run.
That's the fastest I've seen any Jaguar run in the whole game, I think.
And they're supposed to be Jaguars.
I wonder what the top speed of a Jaguar compared to the top speed of a Golden Eagle would be.
It'd be definitely something interesting to see.
Yeah, that's an interesting stat. Why didn't we record that? Why don't we do that every game? Oh,
looks like Canyon had a little bit of a chance there inside, and Jake Thompson just kind of spun out of it. But
flag's called for a high stick, I think.
High stick or slashing on McFarland. Ball dropped, so we'll blow the whistle. We got our producer Jake Riffle looking up the top speed of those animals. Of a Golden Eagle and a Jaguar.
I think I heard 200 miles an hour.
200 miles an hour.
That's
for a Golden
impressive.
Eagle.
I'm pretty sure a Jaguar
75
cannot run
miles.
200 miles an hour.
That's a cheetah, my bad.
Okay, but no, yeah, Jaguar's not as fast as a cheetah either.
Well, the F-type can go up.
I found the Jaguar F-type.
Oh my God. Yeah, the Jaguar, the car. I think Rock Canyon does not have the car brand as their mascot, but I could be wrong.
Well, back to the game now.
Nothing has happened.
Nothing has happened. Canyon's still doing the same.
We're going to keep going. 50 miles per hour for a Jaguar.
50 miles an hour for a Jaguar we have now.
The animal.
Yes.
Good save again, Jonah Hirschhorn.
Was that a save, or was that just a bad pass?
It looked
from
like
Adele?
it went off his chest maybe and went up and over.
And, well, Jack McFarland, given the choices, would be a white rhinoceros. So 31 miles per hour.
White rhinos can run 31 miles per hour?
Yep.
Another save.
Another save.
Well, we're just talking about the zoo over here.
Yeah. Canyon's had all the offense so far in this quarter. Shot goes up and over. Canyon maintains possession.
Vista is in a little bit of trouble here. I think they can't maintain the
No,
defense forever.
and they haven't had any offensive possession time.
Right.
We'll go back to even now. So another good penalty kill. Jackson, the Jaguars, putting a couple more shots on than previously.
There's that shot. It was
there's
only a
that
matter
shot,
of time,
yep.
I think.
Just playing defense for too long, really. I mean, Canyon was playing offense there for 2 minutes and 15 seconds. Rimkus puts one in. So we'll make it a 2-point game now with 9:45 left in the third.
I hope that's not an omen for Mountain Vista. They really do have to get on offense and stay on offense. Even if that means just stalling and tiring out the Jaguar defense. It's better than having our defense constantly working.
Ball on the ground here. Both teams fighting for possession. Jackson Nayland finally picks it up.
He got 3 guys on him and he got out of it.
Tanner Stopkowski, my bad, has the ball now for Rock Canyon. Pushing inside, loses possession. Should have just thrown that one off. Getting a little too greedy, I think. And now they got Reese Evans running down the field for Vista. He gets his pass off to Jake Ward. Now it's DJ Surdock in front of the net with one guy to beat.
Hey!
Wow! Beautiful passing there from Mountain Vista. DJ Surdock will pick up the assist. Cam Hancock scores.
There is a flag down. I don't know what that's for. But if the play stands, that was a really good attack for Mountain Vista, catching the Jaguars defense with their pants down, and a great finish from Cam Hancock.
Yeah, I think you got to give credit, really, that one to Reese Evans, picking that one up on the far sideline, running it down almost all the way. Just kind of caught the Perella was trying to pick up the ground ball on the face-off and got checked from behind. I think he was hit in the head on that one. And he is still down on the ground. Trainer Joe, along with another coach from Mountain Vista, looking at him. Trainer Joe helps him get up, and he's limping.
Yeah.
He might have just fallen down, I think, a little awkward.
There's a lot of bodies and a lot of sticks kind of flying around there as Vista tried to take possession, and not quite sure what he got hit with. We don't have the luxury of an instant replay.
Unfortunately. So we've had 3 goals, though, in 1 minute in this game. 2 from Rock Canyon and 1 from Mountain Vista. The whistle blown. Some shoving going on down there on the face-off. Vista gets possession, but they'll blow the whistle right as they try and start their offense. Allows Rock Canyon to make their substitutions. McFarland with the ball now for Mountain Vista.
It's important for Vista to get a shot off pretty soon here.
Vista going with their quick passing plan here. Ryan Nunes now trying to find the inside. Ryan Nunes makes a good move, but misses that one just wide.
Hancock keeps it in play, though.
Bonjean.
I have no idea.
I don't even know where that ball went. I think he went off the post and went out of bounds.
So Vista will keep possession because he was closest to the sideline.
Now we got DJ Surdock trying to run inside. Canyon not giving him any room. McFarland with it now. Behind the net to Jake Ward. to Cam Hancock. DJ Surdock with it now. Getting pushed from behind. Hancock over to Bonjean. Bonjean thinks about the shot, passes it over to Ward.
Oh.
And pass just goes right by. It looked like Ryan Nunes. Good pickup, though, by Jack McFarland.
Yeah. Ward's got it.
Tries to make a move inside, doesn't have anything. It'll be Hancock now. Hancock over to Nunes. Nunes rips the shot high. And it'll be Vista possession. Jake Ward with it again. Throws the pass
he got
up
hit
and
on
over.
that
Yeah.
pass.
Bonjean with it now. Griffin Bonjean pass nearly
Kind of
intercepted.
threads the needle there.
Yeah. McFarland
He couldn't
almost
see
had
anything there.
something, yeah. And he just was getting bumped around a little too much to see what's happening. DJ Surdock bounces one up and over. Vista will keep possession still.
Vista's good, doing a good job passing, but Jaguars are doing such a good job on defense so far.
Whoa! Hancock nearly slips a quick one right by Jack Thompson. Doesn't get it, though. Vista really putting some good shots on net, but not quite hitting them all on target.
That worked earlier for Jake Ward, but Hancock was not quite as lucky.
And there it is.
He's lucky now.
Lucky, there he is.
Really
Cam
good
Hancock.
pass. I think that was, who was that? Joe Corrington?
I believe so. So Cam Hancock will pick up his third. Has a hat trick so far on the day.
Is that his third?
I believe so.
I can't keep track.
We'll
Bonjean
credit
with
the assist to Bonjean. So Bonjean with 2 goals and 1 assist.
And Vista extends their lead back to 3. 7-4 with 6.5 to go in this third quarter.
We'll see if kind of the common theme here is going to continue, where right after a goal we get another one.
That was a nice poke. I don't know who that was.
Ball still on the ground. Canyon finally gets possession. It's Jake Thompson with it. Jake Thompson trying to get around Jack Lindauer, but Lindauer keeping right with him. Be the other one of the Thompsons now with the ball. Jackson Naylor with it. Trying to get around Bennett Baker.
Ooh.
Baker knocks him down. Just kind of mushes him on the ground now. Simon May looking for some help there, trying to pick up the ground ball. Doesn't get it, and he's got 4 Jaguars right on him. Simon May was looking just to box out Edel till he got some help, and then no one came. Bennett Baker working on defense against Edel. That'll be Johnny Schabaker. Not quite sure how to say that. There's a lot
not making it easy on us.
a
with
lot
these
of
last
consonants
names.
on that name. Edel behind the net with it.
And where have I heard that before?
All day, I think.
They're still sticking behind the net.
It seems
They
like
have done a little more better job trying to take shots. There's a shot.
Jackson Naylor nearly spun around quick with that one.
But still, I think this Vista defense,
It's kind of
they're not perfect, but they're doing their job in preventing those inside shots.
And I mean, really, I think something that we've seen more from Rock Canyon that we haven't seen so far in this game is that when Edel or any of the players that are behind the net try and come inside, as Rimkus bounces one right between Jonah Hirschhorn's legs.
That's about the first time we've seen that kind of goal.
It's a good job by Rimkus. I don't think Hirschhorn was really quite expecting that one.
So the Jaguars back within 2 with just over 4.5 to go in this third quarter.
Mountain Vista will take a timeout now.
Try to reevaluate their
Defense,
strategy. They just can't stay on defense. It seems like almost every time they get the ball on offense, they score eventually.
Yeah, but
There's not a lot of turnovers in this game for either team.
no, really, both teams have been very clean with their possessions, handling it, other than not turning it over. But really, I think shots, though, I think Vista's doing the best out of that category. Just really peppering Jack Thompson with a lot of shots.
Right. They're not every shot is the smartest shot, but it's just kind of probability that eventually one of those shots is going to drop.
And it just tires out the defense, too, all those inside jump cuts and everything like that.
That's why the face-off is so important in this game.
It just seems like whoever almost wins the face-off right after a goal, it's just quick. And it seems like that team just holds possession that whole entire time.
Right.
And, I mean, really, that hurts Mountain Vista a lot because they don't have their main face-off guy, Landon Nolta. Not quite sure where he's at or what happened to him.
He was in school fine today.
Oh, we just learned he has a concussion, and that's why he's not.
Oh, really? Well, that'll do it.
Yeah. I think you need your brain a little bit.
You do need your brain for more than just lacrosse.
It's a level holding call, I believe. So Canyon will get possession.
With that said, though, Currington's not doing a bad job.
Reese Evans trying to poke this one away from Jackson Naylor. Naylor gonna...
Little burst of speed.
Yeah, gets around Evans. Takes a shot. Good save, Jonah Hirschhorn. Hirschhorn didn't really have too much time to react to that one. Chris Perella back on the field for Mountain Vista. Gets knocked over, though, and turns it over. Jaguars back with the possession. Just under 4 minutes left in the third now.
I think it would benefit the Golden Eagle defense to be a little more aggressive.
Yeah, I think they need to go back to that physical defense they were playing.
Right. That's what's changed. That's what changed in the second half. They're not nearly as physical as they were.
I wonder if that's the coaching or maybe the officiating that might have just said, hey, lighten up a little bit because they're going to start calling it a little more.
That's a possibility.
Canyon going with their circular...
The patented
hypnotize. Yes. Hypnotize and then try and make something happen from behind the net. Shot goes just wide from Edel, getting shoved over there by
He tried to pull off the Jake Ward
The Jake
move.
Ward, yeah. The plant, turn, and fire. Schabacher with the ball.
I think we've pronounced that name like
three or four different ways. Yeah.
There's nothing we can do about that.
It's number 4, just a heads up for any of you out there wondering. Edel with it. Thompson over to Naylor. Jackson Naylor working against Perella. Gets some help there from DJ Surdock.
Hey, no one knows where the ball is.
Shot gets knocked down. Ball still on the ground. Team's fighting for possession right from the Vista bench.
Was that Duncan
Cross?
Cross?
Duncan Cross that came in.
Duncan Cross kind of
I think
got
he
away
tripped
with
over.
a little
yeah,
bit.
I think he hit someone and then it looked like he almost tripped over his own stick.
What a goofball.
Edel gives it over to, oh my God, I'm not even going to pronounce that name.
Let's see. Wallenmeyer.
Wallenmeyer.
Or Wallenmeyer, perhaps.
Yeah.
Landis has it now. He slips but keeps possession. Tries for the bounce shot and no good, but Canyon's going to keep the ball with 2 minutes to go in this third quarter.
Canyon had all the possession time since that faceoff.
That's true. That is definitely going to take a toll in the fourth quarter. I think it's going to be all about
running around without scoring. Yeah,
clock management. Keeping that lead if Vista can't get back on offense.
Edel with it now. Jack Lindauer working against him. Playing some good defense today.
Nice move there from Adele.
Good save, Jonah Hirschhorn, though. The quick turnaround of a flag down.
Adele's kind of writhing in pain there. I don't know what happened to him. I was watching the ball.
Might have been a check after the shot, I think, by either Lindauer or Reese Evans. They were
Alright.
both inside there.
Either way, flag's called. Is Vista going to go down a
They
man?
might go down, man.
So another good opportunity for Rock Canyon to score.
Technical for a push. A technical push.
He technically pushed him.
Technically. And it'll be a 30-second penalty for Vista. Canyon really hasn't had too much going for them when they go man up.
It's only happened once or twice so far, but
Vista have been
last time
very
I
good.
remember, nothing happened at all.
Vista's been good on the penalty kill.
Canyon now staying in front of the net, which they have not done.
Yeah, haven't really put the man behind the net so far. And now they're back even.
And now they
Takes
take the
a
shot.
Rimkus no good. Wide to the left. Canyon maintains possession with just a minute left now in the third. We got a stray ball on the field.
Is it Packies?
Naylor gives it to Thompson in the middle of the field. Over to Schabacher. Rimkus with it now in the far corner. Rimkus working against Duncan Cross.
Cross did a really good job there.
Yeah, it looked like he almost slipped up and let him get the inside, get towards the post a little bit. But
Didn't happen. Lucky
Naylor
grab
inside.
there. And the shot
It'll-
goes wide.
It'll be called Vista possession, so Vista just grinding it out on defense.
27 seconds to get to the end of the field.
That was
Make
almost-
something happen.
It was almost a 3-minute possession there from Rock Canyon with
Hey,
no
now.
goals.
All
McFarland
right.
gets around.
That's what happens when you attack the Rhino. And we're
Can't-
still on it, folks.
Can't stop the Rhino. Jake Ward coming now. Ryan Nunes with it.
Hey, now.
Falls down. Still has possession. I'm not really sure where the ball went there.
Bonjean's got it now.
Bonjean's got it. Hancock just laid out a
But they ran
defenseman
out
there.
of time. Well, not the prettiest.
Oh, and this is
Attack.
not good. Ryan Nunes looks like he's in a lot of pain right now for Mountain Vista.
Stands up, but he's coming off an injury, and
To
that
the
could
knee
be it
injury
for him.
too, yeah.
Yep. That could be it
Coach
for him.
Chris
yeah.
Heron, I think, might just want to pull him and just kind of keep him safe.
Yeah, they're helping him off the field.
You got the lead, and this has already got a playoff spot really locked up. So I think you got to just kind of protect them until then.
Well, going into this fourth quarter, what's got to change for Vista if they want to?
I think they got to go back to playing their physical defense. I mean, really, we didn't see as much of that as we did in the first half. It seemed like they kind of lightened up, gave them a little more space. And I think that allowed Rock Canyon to really just kind of push inside a little more.
I think it was a good point you made that could be part of the coaching, or it could be
The officiating.
the officiating.
They don't want to let this game get out of hand and get a little bit too chippy, especially in high school sports.
Yep.
I mean, I'm all for it. But safety becomes a question.
They're just kids, Jack.
I'm sorry, Ryan.
Well, maybe this is just because we're friends with him and we're super biased, but Jonah Hirschhorn's done a very good job in the net.
Yes, he has.
Made a lot of saves.
I mean, really, I think you got to credit Jack Thompson, too. I mean,
That's
in
true.
the third quarter, he played a lot better than he did in the first half. He had a couple of really solid saves, a couple of them from point blank. And I think the Canyon defense really stepped up a little bit more, too. They didn't allow those inside shots as much,
We haven't seen him on the field too much, though, because,
especially in the third quarter here.
yeah, Canyon had the
Much-
ball for I'd
probably
say-
8 or 9
yeah.
minutes there. I mean, that's kind of something interesting to look at, though, that Canyon had the possession for so long and had 3 goals, and Vista had it for all of 3 or 4 minutes and had 2. So really, if Vista gets on offense, Canyon's got to worry.
Right, but Canyon on offense again.
The
Takes a
face-off,
shot. No good.
No good. Not sure if that was blocked by Hirschhorn or if it went off the post. Long pass to Thompson. Thompson's going to back off, let Canyon make their substitutions for offense. Schabacher with it. Schabacher working towards the near sideline. Rimkus with it. Gives it behind the net to Naylor. I believe it's Thompson on the far sideline now with it. Gives it to Schabacher. Schabacher going to try and work inside. Gets around Bonjean. But a good pickup on defense there. From it looked like it was Matt Potvin.
Canyon will keep possession.
Be Thompson trying to work inside.
They seem
Good
to
defense.
have changed up their offensive strategy in the second half of the third quarter and now going into the fourth quarter. They're staying out in front of the net a lot more.
Good hit there by Jack Lindauer. Edel tried to put a shot on and just missed. Hirschhorn will fling this one down.
I don't know how easy that is to do with that huge goalie.
Yeah. And Jake Ward drops this one.
Especially
Really
this
though,
late in the game,
yeah.
Vista needs to eliminate those turnovers.
And that's really the first dropped ball I think we've seen that's led to a turnover from Vista in this one. Looks like Jackson Naylor works right around Matt Potvin. Really was a dangerous play there. Naylor was working quick towards Hirschhorn, and Potvin just couldn't even keep with him. Potvin nearly loses his footing again against Naylor. Canyon's going to go back to their kind of laid back, pass it around. Barrett Wilson makes a move, gets around DJ Surdock. Gets around Bonjean, passes it over to Thompson. Point blank shot goes in, and now Vista's got to worry. It's a 1-point game here with 9:45 left.
It was less that Vista's defense broke down there and more just a really, really nice drawn-up play from the Jaguars. They found the opening they were looking for. They made a good pass and sent it to the back of the net.
And really, the Vista defense wasn't very physical, like I said they need to do. I mean, they kind of laid off the pressure, and that let Rock Canyon get inside. Currington trying to pick this one up, just kind of kicking it around.
And
Picked
Canyon's
up by
got the
Rock
ball
Canyon.
again.
Urali with it, working down the field. He's got Palin Brooks on him.
Currington's really had a trouble with the ground ball off the face-off, and
Just not able to pick it up.
That has, I mean, I don't want to say downfall, but that certainly could lead to Vista's downfall. Just not being able to
get the
be
ball
on
off the
offense.
face-off. Yeah. I think really they gotta maybe try something else. You know, put Simon May in there maybe on face-off. Rimkus with it. Duncan Cross playing against him. Ball goes over the head of Schabacher. And they'll call it over and back. Vista goes on offense. They'll blow the whistle, though. Call him back. Fans not very happy about that one. Really, Vista had a chance there for a fast break. And
referees
yeah,
blew it away.
So Vista on offense now. They really got to do something with this one here. Just a 1-point game. Jake Ward with it. Ward makes a move. Does a turnaround shot again. Good save by Jack Thompson, though.
Was a good save, and there goes Vista's chance on offense again. I think when you get the ball, if you're Vista, it doesn't matter if you're just passing it around for 2 minutes. You got to run down this clock. It's getting too close.
Canyon loses possession now. Long pull. Ball still bouncing around. Finally, Jackson Naylor picks it up. Naylor with Simon May right by him. Gives it to Rimkus. Canyon makes their substitutions now.
Gotcha. So it's just like you can't hold on to it for forever.
Rimkus with it.
They'll get a stalling warning and they'll have to stay at 7 bounds.
I see.
Canyon just kind of passing the ball around again, doing what they've done in the third here. Shaco's inside, good save, Jonah Hirschhorn. Jonah bails out his defense with that one.
Yeah, I think good save Jonah Hirschhorn is the only thing that we've been saying, the only good thing about Vista we've been saying.
Griffin Bongean, wow!
Until now.
Sorry to cut you off there,
Hey,
Ryan,
no
but
worries. That was a really
ran
good
all the way down, and I believe Jonah Hirschhorn's going to pick up an assist.
Oh my gosh!
I don't think that was an assist from Jonah Hirschhorn. He
Yeah,
did pass it
I
away.
think Bongean ran maybe a little bit too far to pick up the assist, but
No, he did pass it. I think that was to Ryan Nunes.
Ryan
yeah.
Nunes, yep.
Forgot his
So
name. Not wearing
unfortunately,
his normal number.
If you thought I was loud.
I mean, I think that's the fastest we've seen Bongean move all night, though.
Oh yeah,
Just took
he-
that one right
he
from the
has the
midline
speed.
all the way down.
right. He has the speed. He just has not been able to use it so far.
Ground ball again here. Still on the ground. Palin Brooks picks it up. He's got to run, though, because he's got some Jaguar defenders right behind him. And now Canyon
No, that
picks
was-
up possession.
yeah,
Tanner
intercepted.
Stupkowski with it.
Well, before that goal, I was saying the only thing we could say about Vista that was good was that our goaltending was good, but that was a really impressive goal. A lot of momentum.
Waylon Murr with it now for Rock Canyon. Haven't really said his name too much in this one, partially because it's too long.
And I think he just kind of butchered it,
Yes. I think we've butchered a couple names here.
probably.
Ball goes out of bounds. Really Rock Canyon ball. Both teams going to make some changes here. 6 minutes left. It looks like we'll have a foul on
I'm gonna be
Cam
honest.
Hancock.
Gonna be honest, I was not paying attention there.
Well, I'm not really sure why Hancock
He's
got the
just a
foul.
boy.
'Cause Hancock usually plays on offense, so unless I missed him when he was down there on defense. Shot goes right past Jonah Hirschhorn. Rimkus just rips one right by him. 5:56 left now. So finally, Rock Canyon takes advantage of the man up.
Just as the Eagles thought they could start to get comfortable and just try to run down the clock, Jaguars bring it back within one. And we're back to the face-off, which will determine this game.
Yeah, it seems like it. I mean, Rock Canyon's won every face-off lately, except for the one
They've won all of them except for the one that they didn't win.
that they didn't win, and then Vista eventually scored on. Ball still on the ground here. Both teams fighting for possession.
Vista comes away with it.
Currington finally gets it, and he's going the wrong direction. Looked like he was trying to run down the
I
field,
know.
not try and look for a pass there. Jonah Hirschhorn with it now working on the clear. Picks this one and flings it all the way down the field.
Hey.
Completes it to Jake
Yeah, that
Ward
was a
with a
good-
long pass.
good
and it'll
job
be
on-
timeout Mountain Vista.
Good job on Ward to track
Yeah.
that down. And a good pass from Jonah
Yeah, I
Hirschhorn.
mean, Hirschhorn let that one fly, and he kind of just held it there and just watched it. I think Hirschhorn was a little astounded to see that one land and
Yeah.
Ward stick so perfectly.
But it worked.
5:24 left. Eagles up by 1. They really got to get their offense going again.
Are we there yet?
Vis has been on defense so long.
Yeah, it's really tiring him out.
Right. I think if they don't keep scoring, eventually Jaguars are going to tie this up.
It's
This is a
definitely
really
gonna be-
important possession,
Yeah.
I think.
I mean, they put this one in. It gives them a little more momentum, and it gives them.
Yeah. I
Uh,
think one
I-
thing. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, I think they need to maybe hold possession a little bit longer.
Right.
Give their defense a little more of a break, I think.
Yeah, just let him rest. I think what Vista is really good at on offense, though, is being able to score from anywhere on the field.
Right, I mean, Hancock and Bonjean both have those long-range shots, but then at the same time, you got Ryan Nunes and Govett to look out for.
Right. Neither of them have made too big of an impact on this game. But then we see Jake Ward as well.
Really just a quick player that can cut inside very well.
They got a lot of options here, but there's still a lot of time as well. Ward makes a move.
Kind of lost his footing, though. Kind of slipped, and that really didn't let him pick it up. McFarland with it, gives it across the sideline to Bonjean.
Oh,
Hancock's pass gets knocked down, but picks it back up. And they'll blow a whistle. And it'll be a foul on Jack McFarland.
I didn't see that one, but I'm
It looked like he shoved the elbow
possible.
onto the stick.
I think your
Not
theory
sure
then
the
about
defender.
the tighter officiating is probably a good one.
4:30 left.
I think McFarland probably did nearly the same thing in the first quarter and nothing got called.
Jake Thompson with it. Over to Rimkus, who scored the last goal here for Canyon. Really having a good day. He's got 3. Schaubacher with it. McFarland right on him. McFarland playing a little more physical than what we've seen. Jake Thompson with it now. Thompson gives it off to Schaubacher. 3:40 left now. Udell with it. Udell just kind of going all the way around there. Started at the goal line, came all the
Yeah,
way back to the
Goes the other way, buddy.
45. Canyon behind the net again is Jackson Naylor. Naylor working around McFarland.
Oh.
Naylor with a beautiful shot to tie this one up.
Naylor has such good speed and combining that with
Incredible
the
ability.
right. Combine that with the fact that Vista's defense was not set up correctly, I think.
No, and I mean, it looked like it was Jack Lindauer got completely burned. I mean, he almost had his pole the wrong way because
Yeah.
he let Naylor just get right around him.
So just above 3 minutes to go in this game. The Jaguars have tied it up. Score now 8-8.
Looks like Mountain Vista will send out Simon May with the long pole.
That's
For
what
the
we said
face-off,
last time.
yeah.
I think it's a good idea.
They got to change something up here.
They realize that the face-off is going to determine who wins this game.
I mean, I think we have to give credit to Joe Currington. He did very well in the first half, but second half maybe not as much.
Struggle with those ground balls and
Struggled to really win the faceoff
Right.
even. Jackson Naylor coming off the goal. Passes it over to Thompson. Schaubacher. Schaubacher gets around Perella. Close inside shot. Looks like it went off the body of Duncan Cross maybe. Ball still on the ground. Picked up by the other Thompson, Jeffrey. And Schaubacher with the ball now. 2:30 left. Schaubacher trying to get inside. Takes a shot, goes off of Griffin Bonjean. Kind of stunned him. He dropped his stick after that one. That was a hard shot from Now Naylor with it. Naylor takes the shot, misses wide to the left, and that was a dangerous one as Jackson Naylor had wide open room there.
Two minutes to go.
What?
Thompson gives it to Schaubacher back at midfield. Gets around Perella, but drops the ball. Gets it back, though. Schaubacher. I'm sorry, that's Thompson with it. Schaubacher now with 1:30 left. Canyon might just try and run this one as close to the bottom as they can on the clock.
Hey!
Oh. Wow.
If you couldn't tell what happened there, well, I don't even know our own players. 29, Jack Lindauer. Hit him on the head with the...
Schaubacher
that's
goes
a
in
goal.
now.
That's
Canyon
maybe
takes
karma.
him mid.
And for the first time in the
The game.
first time in the game,
Canyon takes the lead. And that shot nearly just went up and over, but
not lucky this time.
no.
The only hope Mountain Vista has is to win this and
They gotta
and
score. Because now if Rock Canyon gets possession, they have to push them. And that's going to allow a lot more open shots. And really, you can see almost the frustration on Jonah Hirschhorn just kind of unmoving. His defense just, I think, letting too many shots come in from
Right.
close. But Canyon's just had possession, I think, way too
Yeah,
long.
I'd say out of the 23 minutes we've played in this second half, they've probably had the ball for 19 of those minutes.
Vista going to make a change. Jack Lindauer off. Looks like actually Vista will go man down.
Warming up for game 2. I was like, what?
Not exactly the best opportunity here for Vista with a man down already. Canyon wins the possession.
Man, minute to go. And a
It'll be
timeout. is
timeout
called.
Rock Canyon.
Really?
It's all celebration from
yeah,
Rock Canyon.
I
and
know. They
Vista's
know it's
just
such a
completely defeated.
Yeah, a lot of those guys running back to the sideline with their heads hung. I think Rock Canyon's just made a really impressive comeback, and they changed up their strategy for the better after that second half.
And Vista changed up their strategy for the worse and then just didn't change it back almost.
I think there's nothing wrong. There's no shame in just passing the ball around for 20 minutes.
20 minutes, yeah.
Clearly it
worked out.
worked against this Vista defense.
I think the difference, though, between the first half and the second half was that Canyon in the first half just passed the ball around. They didn't really
Try
try
to
and
make
put any
shots.
shots or anything,
Yep.
but it's like now they're passing it around and trying to
And
push
shooting.
inside a
Yep.
little more.
Yeah, they're not
And-
staying safe and staying behind the net as much. They're making a little more risky moves. And at this point in the game, Vista's defense is so gassed that it works out for them. That's what we were talking about as a key to the game, was staying on offense as much as possible and wearing down that Mountain Vista defense, and that is exactly what they've done in the third and fourth quarter. And that's why they have taken the lead with 1:02 to go.
Vista's going to have to play some tight defense here. They're going to have to turn this ball over pretty quick, but it's going to be tough to do with a man down.
Wait, they just 10 seconds off.
It was 10 seconds.
10 seconds off.
No, 10 seconds went off. Yeah.
Canyon will start with the possession. Jackson Naylor with it. Got Simon May working against him. May really playing some tight defense on him, pushing
You
him
have
around
to.
like he has to.
Well, there's no one in net.
I'm going to go open net here, try and get the extra guy on defense.
And it doesn't really matter. Canyon's not going to pass it. There's not
He's
much
just going
May
to run
can
back
do.
and forth. I would think that the referees are going to put a shot clock on at
I
some
know.
point here. I mean, this is just kind of getting ridiculous now.
That's 30 seconds. Naylor's just holding onto the ball. No call from the refs, and they're just going to run this clock down. That's going to be the game.
15 seconds left, just going back and forth, and no shot clock from the referee. 10 seconds now. Finally knocks him down.
Too
They're
little,
just gonna
too late.
Let time run out here, and Rock Canyon upsets number 2 Mountain Vista. Jackson Naylor's still on the ground.
That's
Really
a little
just
dirty.
A little dirty, but
Whew. Well, final
I mean,
score 9-8. Rock Canyon with the big comeback in the second half.
they actually just put, I think, 5 seconds up on the clock. Hold on.
Definitely time on the
Yep,
clock, but we
that'll
don't know
be-
what's happening.
So it looks like Mountain Vista's going to head back to defense. I mean, they got 5 seconds.
thought
They're
it-
going to have to just fling it down and hope someone can
Yep.
catch it and score.
There's still hope.
It's still some hope, but it's slim to none, I think.
Yep. I thought I heard the refs blow the whistle.
I think the ball went out of bounds and they just didn't
Ah.
stop it, though. So I think that's why they just put 5 seconds
right.
up on the clock. That's a big loss for Rock Canyon, though, and Jackson Naylor if he really does end up staying out in this game.
He's standing. He looks fine on
Canyon
the
will have
sideline.
possession. And so
Yep,
time's
that's
going to
it.
expire. And Rock Canyon has just upset Mountain Vista. I'd expect Vista to drop to probably the 5th or 6th rank, and Canyon's going to move way up in the RPI standings. Tough loss for Mountain Vista, but they got to shake it off. They got a big game Saturday against Kent Denver.
Whew. Vista
Tough
looked
one.
so good in that first half.